What y'all doing? How your mama them? Everybody good? How was your Christmas? Was it good? I hope so. I hope it was all shizzle. Alrighty, guys, we're going to do an updated brow tutorial. Now, I got some messages on my Facebook about eyebrows, and I explained it the best way I could. Because eyebrows are different for everyone. You know, me myself, I don't have very much eyebrows, so I do my eyebrows totally different. You may not need to go through this whole process. You may just need to fill yours in with something. And there's different products. A lot of people like to use Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was on this kick at one time. I had to have Anastasia Beverly Hills, so I brought like 3 or 4 of them. I just had to have. Ooh, I do the most. And then I ended up just going with this pencil from Walgreens for like $1. I swear. But what I'm using right now is this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set. Got this from Walgreens. Picked it up from Walgreens, and yeah. So this is what I'm using right now. And I just go through and brush my brows up. And this has some set in it so that the brows will stay up, which mine don't, but you know. That's what it's intended to do. And it has a little bit of tint to it. That's really what I thought I had picked up, but I had my glasses on, so I couldn't see. But I like the inside of my brows to be a little bit more natural. And I know that's funny coming from me, natural. Woo! Okay, now my brows will never be identical because they grow differently. One grows higher than the other one, and I usually follow the pattern of my eyebrows, and I try to get them as close as possible. I do my best to get them as close as possible, but I don't flip out and just work on them for 40 minutes until I can get them to be identical. It's not that serious. It's eyebrows. And if anybody's looking that hard, you need some things to do. And I can put you to work. I can keep you busy. So what I do is trace my eyebrows from underneath. Let's see. So let's do this side. Okay. Then I go in and try to make hair-like strokes towards the end. This pencil is really, really soft. Too soft. And I go ahead and try to close that off. Okay, same thing. I'm going in, trying to make some hair-like strokes. Go ahead and close that off. Now I'm going to clean up my brows, and that's when I'll do more of the shaping part. Now, okay. Ooh, thought I was so prepared, and now look at me. Come on. Okay. This little pencil, this little brow thing here, I got it from Brow Bar in my BoxyCharm, and I have been intending on going back trying to get this again, but I haven't. And this is a tint, and it's almost done, but it's got just enough color in there that I use in the front of my brows because I like this color. You know, the older you get, I know for me, the older I get, I feel like my brows, I definitely can't use black anymore because that's just so harsh and it makes me look older, makes everything look hard. And I try to go softer with products as I get older because it just looks better to me. Now, my idea of soft may be, different from what your idea of soft is, but you know what I'm saying. All right. Okay, so now I've got those on. I'm just going to go back in and kind of touch it up inside, because I'm going to go in and clean up the brows. Okay. So now we are going to go in and clean. Ooh, can I see? Oh, I'm missing a light. That's why. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go into the MAC Full Coverage Foundation. And I like this to use on my brows because it's kind of thick. And I just like it thick. You know what I mean? That's how I do. And I just swirl my brush in it. And then I work from the back of my hands. Excuse, my hands are ashy and cracked. And I'll just go ahead and tell you, they'll always be ashy and cracked. Every time you see me, my hands will most likely be ashy and cracked because I work with my hands and I wash my hands all day long, several times an hour in 24 hours. So that's a lot, but that's what it is. So now we're going to go in and clean up these brows. I just want to do a little something right here. Hold on. Why am I not always organized? I was trying to be so organized for this, but it didn't work out like that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. Yeah, buddy. So we're cleaning up the brows. Excuse the sniffling, guys. Allergies. Now I'm going to go on top. And I'm not going to go in the front of the brows because I want them to be a little bit more natural. I'm going to go where I drew them in the most. And I've got a little bit too much product on my brush, so I'm going to wipe it off on the back of my hand. And I'm going to go in and just shape that. Now, since that's foundation, even if it's concealer, I just go ahead and rub that into my skin. And then I go through and just perfect. Now, I'm going on the other side. So what's on the back of my hand, I'll go ahead and take that and see if it's enough. And I'll just go in and do this side. I'm gonna go up a little bit more and I'm gonna get a little bit more product. So I'm going back in, swirling my brush, working from the back of my hand, and I'm gonna go in. Now this process, I don't know for everybody else, but for me, it takes me a while to get my brows. And my brows will never look the same. As far as like tomorrow, I may do my brows and it may be a whole nother look. I don't know. It's just the way it is with me. I have no idea, honey. I just go with the flow. I know some people can make their brows look the same every time. Not I, said the cat. Not I, said the cat. Okay, and now I'm going to go in and I'm just going to trace that bottom the back part. Okay. Now, this brow is a little thicker than this, which is not unusual because of the way that it's made, but I'm going to try to make it look as similar as possible. All righty. So I'm placing that what's left on my brush, that foundation, and above my eyebrow on my skin. And now I have to look. I have to look and look and look and look and look and look. I need to see if it's as similar as I could get it, you know what I mean? Whoa! I'm gonna be trying to see. Okay, yeah. All right, so how we doing? How we doing? Like I said, my brows will never look identical because they're not identical. And I just kind of brush it up in the front, kind of lighten that up because I like that front to look more natural-like than anything. And then I go back in and rubbing this foundation in. Then I go back in to my little thing and the brow tint. Kind of fill that brow back in a little bit more. I got some gaps right here, so I'll put what product is on there. I'll just place that in there. Okay, now, hey guys, so I like the tip of my tail to be a little darker. And so I go in with an eyeliner and I place it right on the tail end, just to deepen that part up. And if I need to fill it in anywhere, a little something, I may go through and just lightly brush it in. Really lightly, making hair-like strokes. And that is pretty much it right there. That is my brows. Now, my brows will never be perfect, and they don't have to be. I'm satisfied with it. I don't have a problem with it. As long as they're good and decent, I'm good. So thank you guys for watching this updated brow tutorial. I hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, leave some comments. It's not a problem. I hope you had a really Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a very happy New Year. We need a good 2021. And stay safe and COVID free. I'll holla at you.